elective courses. Elective courses can be a range of things. One of the elective courses that we have, as you can see on the webpage, is foreign language. You can start foreign language starting in 7th grade with Spanish 1, 8th grade Spanish 2, or Spanish for Native Speakers 1 and Spanish for Native Speakers 2 during your 7th and 8th grade year. If you have not taken those courses, you'll either start off in Spanish 1 or Spanish for Native Speakers 1. Now the way that we're going to decide what class you're going to be in is if you choose to be in a foreign language, say for instance you want to be in Spanish, and you've spoken Spanish, then we're going to direct you over to speak to some of our foreign language departments to see if you qualify for native speakers. Native speakers requires that you know how to read and write and speak Spanish. So if this is something that you're going to select, make sure you let us know, because you do need to take an assessment, because Spanish for Native Speakers requires you to have those abilities to speak and write Spanish. We also offer French and Hmong. If you look up a little bit more, scroll up a little bit more on the webpage, you're going to see our career pathways courses. One is public service. Public service is for those of you that want to get into a career, either law enforcement, corrections, or if you want to become an EMT or a firefighter. It's a great pathway to be a part of. And then you look at the sequence of classes for public service. Scroll up slightly, you're going to see business marketing and academy. Business marketing is if you want to start your own business. If you want to start your own business, you're going to see the sequence of classes. You cannot start business marketing until sophomore year. So for those incoming freshmen, if this is something you decide that you want to participate in, you're going to have to wait till sophomore year to get the design and marketing class. But it's a great way to start your own business, learn how to develop your own business, or if you just want to get into the business world, it's a great pathway. Careers in education. For those of you students that are thinking about getting into education, careers in education is the way to go. Careers in education is going to start sophomore year. So instead of PE, you're going to have cross-age PE. Now what cross-age PE does is you're an actual PE teacher for the elementary school kids. So this is a lot of responsibility, because we expect for each and every one of you to go out to the elementary school and represent your high school as if you were part of the staff. As if you are, and essentially you're working with students. So you go out and you work with these kids, and then you're going to realize, yes, working with students is my calling. I'm going to continue in careers in education, and I'm going to get into a career in education later on. So careers in education is a great way to get involved in education and really getting a full understanding as to whether you want to participate or you want to get into education as a career. Let's scroll up a little bit more. Health pathways in medicine. Health pathways in medicine is if you want to become a doctor, nurse, licensed vocational nurse, or you want to get into anything in regarding the medical field. It's one of our more popular pathways, but it's a great pathway only because when we're actually on campus, senior year through allied health, those students actually go off and do an internship at our hospitals and work alongside doctors and nurses. But you have to be prepared first. You have to take applied medical science and then do the sequence before you get into allied health. Also, if you want to get into sports medicine, some of our athletes and even some of our non-athletes want to work with athletes as they get injured. They assist with bandaging certain injuries. So if you think that you may want to get into something in the world, in the career path of kinesiology or sports medicine, it's also a great pathway. So look at the sequence of courses that are available to you if you want to get into that pathway. Now keep it in mind, if you're going to select either one of these pathways, if you're an incoming freshman, you would select applied medical science as your #1 ranked elective. Same thing with the other pathways. So for instance, public service, if this is something you're going to get into or you would want to get into, you would rank that class where that course is at for the sequence of course as your #1 ranked elective. So with incoming freshman, if you're going to want to get into public service, introduction to public safety would be your #1 ranked elective. So if you're going to be a sophomore, PE for public service would be your #1 ranked elective. That's going to push you as your #1 ranked elective to get into that pathway, and that lets us know as counselors to place you in that class and also in that pathway. Now let's move forward. Let's go to Roosevelt School of Arts. Roosevelt School of Arts, you would have to apply to Roosevelt School of Arts, but it's a great opportunity for those of you that would want to get into acting, singing, dancing. there is a large, or playing an instrument, there is a large number of courses that you can see in regarding to Roosevelt School of Arts. There's also a video in regarding Roosevelt School of Arts. Take the time to look at the video. If you wish to apply for Roosevelt School of Arts, make sure you contact Miss Archer in our Roosevelt School of Arts office. That way you can apply for the RSA program. Now keep in mind, you are going to need to be in 2 RSA courses for every single year while you're in the Roosevelt School of Arts. But it's a great opportunity to learn how to dance, or to continue dancing, continue singing, playing an instrument, marching band, so on and so forth. So if you want to participate in Roosevelt School of Arts, take a look at the video. Take some time to look at the video. Contact Miss Archer at Roosevelt School of Arts to apply to RSA. CART is technically going to be more for our incoming juniors and seniors. CART is a program that really exposes you to the careers of your choice. For instance, if somebody wants to be a lawyer, there is a lab for law. That English class, you're actually going to be in a courtroom where you're going to argue a case. That's your English class. So it really exposes you heavily to the career of your choice. It's really going to let you know whether you want to be part of that career path or if you're not going to be part of that career path. So for those of you incoming freshmen, yes, you can be part of CART now, but take a look at the video. It may be something you may want to do down the line. Advanced placement courses. Take a look at the advanced placement courses. AP courses help you out in a number of ways. They help you, I would say the one thing that they do the most is they help you get prepared for college. They are a little bit more rigorous. They require a lot more work, but they also have great benefits. The biggest benefit that you're going to receive is you get a boost in your GPA, because you get an extra point towards your GPA, and that really boosts it up for your overall GPA when you apply to colleges your senior year. Now keep in mind, guys, those of you that want to go to a 4-year university, the planning starts freshman year. Actually, the planning should have already started now, but really hitting the ground running starts freshman year. You really got to get the good grades, get into some AP courses, boost up your GPA. Not only are they going to boost up your GPA, they also look really good on those college applications. So take a look at the video, plus all the sequence of courses and all the AP courses that are offered at Roosevelt High School.